Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, how ever did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
Well, we all know that obviously it's gonna be not that simple. Alright, so it's the fourth case. It is the Kew Gardens drama. An unusual theft has taken place at the Royal Botanic Gardens, Kew. Holmes' investigation reveals a somber trail of deceit. Oh! Alright. And what did we get? We got the silver fork with the Abbey Grange coat of arms as our souvenir. Alright. I think these four will be met in the current case. Alright. Let's go look at... Oh my god, all the bees. I'm getting so stressed out by all these bees. Let's look at this from the last case. Dear Mr. Holmes, I've finally found the courage to write you a letter. I can scarcely find the words to express my gratitude for your kindness. On that terrible day, I believed my life to be ruined, but at the same time, I realized there to be one person in the world who truly loved me and who I loved in return. His name we both know. He is Captain Jack Crocker. His love has given me true reason to live. Even if we cannot be together in the end, none of this could have happened without you, Mr. Holmes. Yours sincerely, Mary Brackenstall. Oh, so romantic. Alright, let's change some clothes. Oh, there are actually no bees in his room. But having all those bees, like, in your house like that, I wouldn't even, like, dare to sleep because you could be lying on a bee. Okay, light suit. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't like the bees. Actually, they look like dust. They're definitely just little gray dust particles. I mean, they seem to be just gray. Oh, maybe they're... No, maybe they are bees, actually. They seem to be 3D thingies, actually. But not that much color from what I can tell. Alright, so we'll have to do... Oh, but we have to look at the telescope, as usual. She's still there! What does she do all day? Does she seriously just stand in the window all day? Like, really? Aw, Toby!
Oh dear, Toby. I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent.
Well, I'll admit...
Yes, yes. Let's go get some plants for the bees. Some plants for the bees. Kew Gardens, here we come. Watson always have the same clothes? Maybe. Nicely done with all his pores and wrinkles and everything. We're never getting there, though. There we go, finally.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Good. I think that's a good idea. Oh, people. They weren't there before, I think.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favour for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Okie dokie.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house?
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
Anyone thinks that this murder might have something to do with the plants or be something not so simple? Or, I'm saying the murder already. How many thinks it's a murder? Obviously me. Plants from the east and the land of the rising sun. Really?
The plants were here. All of them was stolen.
Do not touch.
Well, someone definitely touched them, alright. Balloons!
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Or have. A list of exotic stolen plants exhibited at Kew Gardens. Dionaya carnivorus, Carlina inebriare, Florem diabolica, Chromolaina odorata, Prunus serotina, Helianthores tepuis, Biblis, Genlisea violacea, violacea, maybe, Darlingtonia, Cracoucas cephalotus, or cephalotus, maybe. Not sure about the Latin. Yes, we shall examine the death of Montague Dunn. I like these random balloons or whatever they are. All the plants. Oh my. Oh dear. City just modeling all these plants. All these leaves. Oh, it's so cool. The music is rather sort of weird.
According to Albert, This is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found dead.
Footprints?
The traces are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here.
Ooh. No, fragments. There we go.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Here.
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground.
Broken pot.
This pot was broken fairly recently.
Maybe.
A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced.
On the door?
The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was recently changed.
Broken esconson?
The esconson was breached near the handle. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection.
I think so too. To the glory of the colonial empire, rare and exotic plants in our distant colonies. I see. Let's check this out fully here. Ooh, trees.
These trees, with their roots in water, must originate from Louisiana.
Ah, yes, the bayou. I remember our visit in the case of The Awakened.
The Awakened is another Sherlock Holmes game. I think it might be Frogwares. Probably they did that too. That is I don't know if I own it, but I watched a walkthrough of it or a playthrough. It's that one is rather scary. It's interesting. Oh, look at all these plants.
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
Oh, that big red plant there with the white dots. It smells like it's said to smell like rotten meat to attract insects which it eats. These are from British India. It's from Calcutta, Malacca, Singapore, the Cape Colony, Australia, and British Honduras. I like that Australia is only cactuses.
Very strange. Half of the colonial collection is absent.
Sort of.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Detergent.
The smell is strong. It is a detergent.
Something lying on the floor. Stone chip.
This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture.
Interesting.
These windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
Huh. Ventilation grid.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
And we can we can open and close it. Examine the colonial collection. Completed. Alright. Examine the place where Montague Dunn met his death. Apparently we're not done with that. Search archives. Oh, I was gonna search for those flowers in the archives. Ooh, here we go. Blood.
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound. All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
Why are you talking in different voice volumes, dude? Why is he talking in different audio volumes? I'm not touching anything, I swear. He's the one talking in different voice volumes. audio volumes. Falling on the fence. Knocking over the pot. No. Reset sequence. Breaking door. Knocking over pot. Falling on the fence. So what did he do in here then? No, nothing, I guess. Oh, watch sequence. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think that's pretty good.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder?
This is Sherlock Holmes we're talking about. Probably a murder. Dunn was trapped. Emptied Colonial Collection. Perform an autopsy on Montague Dunn. The death is suspicious. Why had he forced the door of the Colonial Collection Room? Why had someone cleaned and emptied the room? Was it a trap? Or a simple accident? We shall perform an autopsy. I mean, Holmes is probably not going to perform the autopsy, but you know.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Okay. We're going to have them perform an autopsy. Someone else perform an autopsy. And we have to search the archives. The reconstruction of Montague Dunn's death reveals a disturbing fact. He splintered the door of the Colonial Collection Room. He was either consumed by panic or the door had been locked. If it was the latter, his death may have been a premeditated murder. Marble fragment picked up from the floor of the Colonial Collection Room. Judging by its form and refinement, it is probably part of a statue or sculpture. And we have to do some archive research here. So, definitely go to Scotland Yard first, and we'll go to Baker Street first, just because we can. I want to do things my way. Maybe, sort of. Ish. Oh, we're already here. That was pretty fast. Alright. Letters. Here. I don't think newspapers. I think encyclopedias. Nah. Medicine? Botany. Here we go. Exotic plants, volume 4. Poisonous. These plants have a certain toxicity in common, more or less variable. Dionaya carnivorus, Carlina inebriaira. Sounds like a couple of those. Only the first 3 can be dangerous to humans, particularly Florem diabolica, but only under very specific conditions. The plant should react to a process of aggression against which it will issue deadly spores.
Here it is.
We can read it again. Nope, we cannot.
My archive.
Yes, you can consult it. I did not mean to do that. And to do this. So, oh yeah, here we can read about it. The following 3 plants were proven lethal to humans. Dionaya carnivorus, Carlina inebriare, Florem diabolica. The realization of the toxic process is fairly difficult, for it requires a particular chemical fertilizer. Natural stimulation and nutrition. The caterpillars should work. What caterpillars? Nobody told me about any caterpillars. Why are you making stuff up on your own, dude? Continue.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
Is Watson gonna do it?
It's ready for autopsy then.
I guess we're personally going to do this autopsy then. Ooh. Hello. He had things on him. Dunn's belongings. Letter. To Mr. F. Wayne, director of Wayne & Sons Printing Company. My friend, your posters for the great exhibit at Kew Gardens are very beautiful, but it is surely unnecessary to mention all of the staff. My name alone will be sufficient. Montague Dunn. Whoa. Way ego? Okay, so basically he's a douchebag.
A beautiful feather pen of a good make.
Club card.
A membership card for the London Crest Club.
Oh, he's so fancy.
This watch is of great value.
Okay. That was Dunn's belongings. Good thing we saw that. We can never go into the staff room. Aww.
Locked. Locked.
Alright, cool. Let's go down into the morgue? Not mortuary, morgue. Hello. Montague Dunn's body.
First of all, let us carry out an external examination.
Oh, we are actually doing the whole thing.
There are no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination, so that we can proceed with the autopsy.
Okay.
No redness, stings, or bruises. Nothing suspicious here.
Hello. Ooh.
There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse. The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal. The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma.
Holmes is like Toby in human form.
Now, let us examine the internal organs.
Oh dear, Watson's actually doing the autopsy. I mean, he's a doctor, but... we're looking at his organs, and it's all so pretty and well organized and sort of plastic. Hello, heart.
The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs.
It's a pretty good heart, though. I mean, it's a little... But yeah, this is what a heart looks like. Alright, which thing is which? Now let's see here. Ooh. Which one of these is the... Which one of these carries blood out and which carries blood in? I'm gonna presume this is blood in. And this one is blood out because it needs to go out to lots of places. I'm not sure. Oh man, I should know my heart's anatomy better. Oh, I feel so stupid, I guess. It's the only thing I can say right now.
The heart tissue shows no visible pathological signs.
Ooh, that was like lungs? Hi, plastic lungs. This is awesome.
The lungs are congested and edematous.
Where are they? Hey! Okay, this is not normal.
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
Okay, that is not what my lungs look like. I can guarantee you that.
The liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
I can assure you that my liver is not enlarged.
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs.
Real livers kind of look a bit like chocolate pudding, though. It's weird. At least sheep livers. I'm presuming human livers look like that. Oh, hey, it's stomach. Hello. You're kind of green.
The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs.
Look at his stomach. Hello, stomach. Ooh.
There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly, only a short while before his death.
I want to look at more things. Aw, was that all his organs?
My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes, it is murder.
we should inform Lestrade?
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
That is Holmes.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Of course it does.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No. We also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No. A few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson. It is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building? I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
Sometimes he's sort of creepy, but I love his weird weird-ish personality. Oh, there were no more organs for us to look at. I was having so much fun looking at the organs. I mean, they were very bloodless, and, like, plastic, but, I mean, it's a game, so it doesn't really matter. I wanted to look at the organs. We should do lots of things, apparently. Find the plant that was used to kill Mr. Montague Dunn, inspect Kew Gardens staff buildings and gather information on Montague Dunn, find out who killed Mr. Montague Dunn, and of course find the stolen plants from the last exhibition at Kew Gardens. Dunn was trapped and poisoning. And I think some deadly plants were stolen. Dunn was poisoned. After being trapped in the Colonial Collection room by the killer, Montague Dunn was affected by inhaling a virulent vegetal poison. Theft and murder. The killers may be those who stole the exotic plants, including the deadly species, from the last exhibition at Kew Gardens. Could be, could be, could be. Let's go to Kew Gardens, y'all. Hey, people! Now there's been a murder here, so like, yeah. Let me rifle through your personal stuff. I mean, handle it with delicacy and care. Watson is not enjoying this. At all. There we go. And there is a man. But you know what? It's time for us to end this episode and continue tomorrow or in the next episode. So, Murder at Kew Gardens. You know, it's gonna be weird. Or, you know, weird, but I mean, come on. Of course it's murder. It's Sherlock Holmes. Actually, one of them... No, we've had murder in everyone, actually. Yeah, I think it's a lot of murder in Sherlock Holmes. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching and sharing this game with me, and I'll see you later.